live.
We're back. Good morning and welcome to the Pete Braley Show. This is show number 224. I'm Pete Braley along with my co-host, the executive producer, the show creator, and the all-around great guy. And yes, I did look down to make sure I got them all. That's my son, Matt.
That's me. Hello.
Hello.
Is this thing working? It's been a while.
Are we here now? Are we physically here?
We are.
You're not somewhere and I'm over there. And...
Oh, that's what you meant. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure every show for a while now we've been physically here.
No, but we,
For a long time, actually.
we were recorded one. Notice I didn't say on tape.
I know to everybody else it probably doesn't feel like a big deal, but we haven't recorded a show in like 2 weeks.
We haven't, yeah.
A little rusty.
It's been almost 2 weeks. So.
I forgot to stretch before this.
Oh, no, I'm going to pull something.
Yeah.
Thank you for choosing us today. Our goal is to always start today off on a positive note. So if you enjoy what we do here, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any future shows. We're live on YouTube Friday mornings at 8, and you can also find us wherever you go for your favorite podcast. And by the way, if you're listening on podcast today, are you missing out? Because Funky Shirt Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I've got my new Red Sox funky shirt on that Kat got me for my birthday.
Yeah.
It's red with, leaves on it? Is that what this is? It's a
What, is this your first time looking at the shirt?
funky Hawaiian shirt.
You've worn it twice now, so I mean.
Yeah. Coming up today, Megamillions grows to $1 billion.
Let's go.
What would you do with that? That's insane money. The Stumpah returns today. This week's top 5 is your top 5 Tom Hanks movies. And I mentioned this early because it might take you a while. There's so many to choose from. Matt checks in with his version of Don't Sell Me, Florida. And also, we'll catch up after a busy couple of weeks. Did you find yesterday you were just kind of like...
Well, that was 2 days ago.
Decompressing.
2 days.
That's right.
Yeah,
You came
2 days
home...
ago. I came home Tuesday.
Came home Tuesday from Florida.
So Wednesday was a reset day. I needed to do some laundry and just kind of like,
Because, I mean...
do me.
Not only, we told you about Kat's bridal shower and then the girls' trip to the vineyard where we went off to play golf, but we had all these people at the house. Then we had Steven, Sarah, and Liam stayed for a week. We took Liam up to Santa's Village in New Hampshire, which we'll tell you about in a little bit. And then the day we got back from New Hampshire, the next day you flew to Florida.
Yep.
To hang out with Justin and Bree and check out soccer that we'll hear about in a few minutes.
Check out soccer, the entire sport. I was checking it out.
Yes, you were.
Feeling it out, yeah.
Since when have you been in a fantasy soccer league?
I feel like we talked about this.
You mentioned this the other day. And
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on the show.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've been in this league for like 3 or 4 years. Justin, how long has it been? It's been for like 3 or 4 years.
And you said you won it once when you didn't really know much about it.
I did.
You didn't know who was playing.
Yeah, I was a champ. I was a champ.
Wow.
I'm part of the elite championship club.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I'm excited for this year because I actually know players.
All right.
I've never known anybody. I've been guessing based on just like ratings, like who they rank, how they rank people.
The color of their uniform.
Sounds pretty good. Yeah. Literally.
So then, let's see. He got back, and then, of course, the day before he got back, I sprained my ankle. I'll have to tell you that stupid story.
Yep.
So he wasn't here. Trish was working. I had to call Kat to come and walk Charlie once or twice.
I'm sure she loved that.
Oh, yeah. I offered to pay her.
What the? Okay, that's messed up.
Why is that messed up?
I don't get paid for it.
Well, you live here, so it's kind of like helping out the household.
I went and took care of her dog last week. She didn't pay me.
Oh,
I did it out of the kindness of my heart.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm a good person.
What have I started now?
I pay my taxes.
Anyway.
If you're around here and you heard that commercial, you get the joke.
We'll get to all that and more, but good morning. Welcome to Friday, July 29th, the end of July already.
That's crazy.
It is National Lasagna Day, something he will not celebrate.
No, that's okay. You guys can celebrate if you want. Okay. Actually, it's takeout day.
That's right, yeah. National Lipstick Day, and encourages you to wear your best color. What do you think is my best color? What's there?
Red would match the shirt.
That's
but
true.
red's a bold choice, is it not?
I think it is. I think so.
I don't know. Ladies, you think you could pull it off?
Yeah. It's National Talk in an Elevator Day. You're supposed to start a discussion because you might meet someone new. Now, first of all, I don't think we have a lot of elevators around here. I mean, I was in one yesterday. I was at a school, actually. where they were so helpful because they knew about my sprained ankle that they got the key for the elevator so we could go to the second floor. But
Really milking this ankle thing, huh?
yeah, I'm trying. Kind of awkward though, right? When you're in an elevator and
I don't know,
and
this-
strangers come walking in.
This
It's
day
like-
and age, do you think people want to be talked to in the elevator? I don't know. I'm just thinking like me. I don't know if I'd want someone to start talking to me in an elevator.
Most people go to their phone, right?
I just wait. It's an elevator. How
Yeah.
long is the ride? I just wait until I'm there.
And we don't we stare at the numbers and come on, get to 6.
Yeah, pretty much. Or, I'll give them like the nod. Like when they walk in and be like,
yeah. Right.
how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Probably something like that. How's it going?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Today is also National Chicken Wing Day. And got some stats here about America's love for chicken wings. 54% say chicken wings are their favorite casual dining appetizer. I don't know, though. You get so messy. 73% say it is perfectly appropriate to lick your fingers. It is okay to lick your fingers. 79% said they eat every bit of meat off the bones. Well, yeah, you want to get your money's worth. More people, 33%, prefer boneless to bone-in. I don't know. I kind of like the bone-in.
Yeah, you're a
wings.
bone-in guy.
Yeah.
I'm personally more of a boneless guy. Don't tell people that. They judge you.
It's like they do, huh?
I'm just not great at getting all the meat off the bone.
Okay.
Never been a skill of mine.
So with the boneless,
I know I'm getting everything.
yeah. 55% say wings are better deep fried than grilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Unless they're Uncle Steve's.
Oh,
Those would technically be grilled, I believe. Would they be?
I think he bakes them.
Okay, baked.
Baked,
Well,
yeah.
that wasn't an option.
Here's one I know he's not going to agree with. 58% eat the celery that comes on the side.
Nah. Sometimes the carrots.
Okay.
Normally you get celery and carrots.
But celery to me has no taste.
Maybe I got to try it again. I tried it a couple times, and it has this weird taste that I don't like.
See, to me it has no taste, but
I'll try it again.
and barbecue is the favorite flavor for dipping your wings.
Yeah, I could see that.
Followed by ranch and hot buffalo is number 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait,
that's
ranch?
not ranch.
Ranch is a flavor on the wings?
Dipping your wings into ranch.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're talking plain wings, dipping plain wings.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
I was thinking they were tossed.
I
They were
see.
pre-tossed.
Pre-tossed.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
On the Datebook, it was on this day in 1957 that The Tonight Show premiered on NBC, hosted by Jack Parr at the time. On this day in 1965, the Beatles movie Help premiered, with Queen Elizabeth attending the first viewing.
Do you want to sing Help? It's up to you.
Help.
Okay.
I need somebody. Help.
Not just anybody.
Thank you. Help. You know, I need somebody.
Help.
Ooh,
Nailed it.
the right key.
First thing in the morning.
The right key.
I know. I was butchering the song until then, but
On this day in 1987, Ben and Jerry's and Jerry
Help. I was still feeling it.
and Jerry.
Help.
Hello.
All right, sorry.
Can
go ahead.
I-
Yes, you can go.
Okay. Ben and Jerry's and Jerry Garcia agreed on a new flavor. That was the Cherry Garcia. That's been around since 87. On this day in 2001, it is movie night tonight. The Princess Diaries, starring Anne Hathaway, featuring Julie Andrews, premiered. One of Trish's favorite movies, right?
Yeah, but I mean, normally we watch like new movies, something
Yeah.
we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So probably not going to watch that one.
And on this day in 2018, Chipper Jones, Alan Trammell, Trevor Hoffman, Vladimir Guerrero, Jim Thome, and Jack Morris were inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York.
Chipper
Chipper.
Jones.
And of course, a salute to Big Papi.
Big Poppy, yeah.
David Ortiz last weekend inducted into the Hall of Fame. I read a piece by a New York writer, like the day after.
Let me guess. Did not like that he's in the Hall of Fame.
No, didn't like it because they're still
The steroid thing.
they're still all caught up on that steroid thing,
He didn't get caught.
which did not prove that he took steroids.
Yeah.
Number one, it was before it was illegal, so even if he did, there was no rule against it.
Yep.
But he still says he did not, and we don't know if it was a tainted sample. He says might have been an over-the-counter thing he was taking, but you can't tell me that you look at David, and I know I'm a Red Sox fan, but you can't tell me you look at David Ortiz's body of work and say it was all because he was juiced.
Nah.
Now, I know we say that about Barry Bonds, but aren't they two different cases? Really? I mean,
didn't Barry Bonds like blatantly get caught?
yes.
Yeah, David Ortiz didn't. There's not enough evidence.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got Aroyd over there. Settle down. They're just trying to get somebody in the Red Sox history that they can get after.
Celebrity birthdays. Famous producer, director, does all kind of great shows on PBS. Ken Burns is 69 today. Country's Martina McBride, 56. Will Wheaton from Star Trek The Next Generation fame, he is 50 already. And a man by the name of Rain Prescott, whose full name is Rain Dakota Prescott, who we all know as Dak Prescott.
It's been a while since you've done that.
Is 29. What, playing with your head?
Like, Jennifer Susanna. Oh, who's that? 50 Cent. What? Huh?
How am I going to make that connection? Yeah. Anyway, who do we have in the chats this morning?
I know, it's been a while since we've been able to look at the chats.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see. Gary Series says, morning, gents, celebrating my last day at my current job and counting down the minutes until we head to Portugal on Monday.
That's right.
He added a woohoo, but he only put W-O and then who, so it's actually woohoo.
Woohoo. Yeah.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Well, woohoo to you too, Gary.
Have a great trip.
Yeah.
If I don't get to tell you that.
Emily said, no work alarm until August 22nd.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
How do I get that gig? Let's see. Gail's here. Good morning, Gail. Gary said, look at that funky shirt, Pete. Love it. Mm-hmm. Dana's here. He said, morning gang, vertical coffee, getting ready for my boo-boo bus shift.
I got to talk to Dana about my garden.
Why? What happened?
Oh, it's going. The only thing I've been able to grow, I planted green beans, summer squash, zucchini, and cucumbers, and the green beans are the only thing that's producing.
Maybe it's...
He said something about...
operator error over here.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Trish did talk to him, and he said something about, sounds like you've got all male plants. I'm like, we got male and we got biology going here? What
is that a thing with fruit, with vegetables?
Evidently.
I didn't know that.
I got to talk to Dana.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that didn't... Wait.
What?
I thought that didn't matter if you're planting seeds. I thought that matters for like...
plants were already started?
Yeah, like growing from the last year kind of thing. Like growing on their own. I thought that. I mean, I'm no gardener.
Right.
But that's what I thought, at least. I don't know.
Of course, the drought this year can't be helping.
Yeah, but are you watering the plants or are you relying on the sky?
Well, we have an involuntary water ban in our town, so we're watering every other day. So.
That's recent.
Yeah. Oh, before that, I was watering.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Talk to Dana.
Okay.
Talk to Dana.
All right.
Dana did say, yep, you can have all male flowers on squash plants. So it doesn't matter? Is that what you're saying? Or does matter?
And then it has to do with pollination
or is it? Oh, you know what? Maybe only like female plants produce the squash.
And how do you know that when you're putting seeds in the ground? You know, they don't have a little M and a little F on them, you know?
That's true. That would help. Yeah. That would help. If there was like a gender reveal party, that would help.
Could be.
They never throw those for squash.
No,
it's ridiculous. They don't make it easy.
Nope.
Let's see. Dana's being a child. He said just a fart in the elevator and everybody shuts up. Gary said Emily almost got into a fight in an elevator in Boston.
Whoa.
You can't put that and not tell us the story. What was the fight about?
I know.
It better have been about David Ortiz in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gail says, I like to face...
maybe the other guy farted in the elevator.
Maybe. Gail says, I like to face the folks in the elevator and talk to them. I mean, if you get the right people, I mean, you know, all the power, you're probably making new friends.
Oh,
but
yeah.
If you get the wrong person, they're probably just not going to like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe they need to fill out a form. When they get in, just fill out whether or not you'd like to talk, and then we can go from there.
Let me know.
Yeah, exactly. Dana said nothing but a clean plate of bones in front of the fat guy. See, I've just never, I don't know, with bone-in wings, like, you get close to the bone, and it's not like good chicken there, you know what I'm saying? Is it?
You don't think so?
Well, it's like, I don't know, you get like tough parts.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it can
Stuff
happen.
that's not great to eat.
It can happen. Yeah.
So, I mean, boneless, though. You get the whole nugget there.
Part of this survey was also, what is your favorite part of a chicken wing? Is it the drumette? Or I had to look it up.
Oh, the flat piece? Or
what the heck is a drumette?
The drumstick.
The flat piece.
Wait, the drumette is the flat piece?
The drumette of a wing.
Oh. Okay.
You got the part that has the...
so that's the actual... That's the flat one?
The flat part.
Okay. What's the other one?
The wingette.
That doesn't make sense to me. I feel like it should be the other way around.
Okay.
Anyways, there's the flat one and the other one, the drumstick looking one. Which one do you prefer?
The flat one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think it's better. Like better quality meat on that one. That's my personal opinion. You could put yours in the chat.
I'm hungry for wings.
Dana says I can see your argument, Matt, on the wings. Thank you. I mean, at least see that this is what the country needs.
What?
Dana doesn't need to agree with me. He doesn't need to start eating boneless wings.
But he
recognizes.
But he can see your side of the story.
He sees what I'm saying about the boneless wings. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. And last thing, Emily said, we were leaving Wicked and in the elevator in the parking garage and crammed in already. Then some guy with his wife and daughter get in on the next level up. So just adding to the crammed elevator. That's what it was.
So they weren't going to wait for the next one.
Emily was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Leave town.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with you.
Crazy.
I like it.
Yeah. In the news on this Friday morning, Elton John just did 2 fantastic concerts, from what I understand, at the Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play. Elton John and Britney Spears have reportedly recorded a duet version of Sir Elton's 1971 classic Tiny Dancer.
You want to sing it?
Hold me closer, Tiny Dancer. Or is it Tony Danza?
On the highway.
Lay me down in sheets of plenty. Does he do the...
I don't know the next part.
Does he do the whole song falsetto? I don't think
probably
so.
not. Probably not. But that's the best way to sing it.
Yeah. The New York Post says they recorded the song last week, and it will be released in August. The Post quoted a source as saying this was Elton's idea, and Britney is a huge fan. It would be the first single from Britney Spears in 6 years. Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill moves to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts.
Do you know that one enough to sing it?
No, I don't. Running Up That Hill.
Running Up That Road. It's Running Up That Road first.
See, I don't know what
running
that
up
was.
that road, running up that hill. I don't know enough to sing it off the top. You know who could? You know who could?
Who?
Justin.
Oh, really?
Big fan of the Stranger Things songs. Yeah.
You know what's funny is that came out in 86.
Long time ago.
I was on the radio playing music in 86, and I don't remember playing that song.
Matty Boy wasn't even a thought in your mind.
Yeah. So it's up to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, thanks, of course, to its use in Stranger Things. The Megamillions jackpot has grown to more than $1 billion. I read this morning it's 1.1. It'll likely rise a little more before tonight's drawing. It is the second highest prize ever in Megamillions history. And if you choose the lump sum cash payout,
which I think everybody does, right?
Just give me as much money now as I can have, right? That would be $602.5 million.
Kind of breaks your heart a little bit about how much it actually ends up being.
Oh, how much they take from you?
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it 100%, but
I know people always
taxes, man. The government's getting so much money.
People always complain. They're like, man, the government. Yeah, but that's $602 million you didn't have before.
The government's just licking their lips, man. They're like, big payday. They're just waiting for somebody to win.
Now, do you want the depressing part? Your odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in 302.5 million. You are more likely to be killed by a shark. It is Shark Week.
Oh, it is.
You are more likely to be killed by a shark, hit by lightning, or be killed by a falling vending machine.
That's actually pretty common, what I heard. Well, not common, but like in terms of odds, relatively. People try and shake it. They try and get the thing and
true.
It falls on
them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't shake it.
Good luck to you tonight.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah.
Are you playing?
Yes.
Good.
I haven't bought one yet, but I need to.
Get going, Peter.
I need to. And then you have the old debate. Do you sit there and figure out numbers based on kids' ages and things, or do you just play the quick pick? Lately, I've been doing quick pick.
Well, didn't they say that like your odds are the same?
I think I read that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the odds are about the same.
Good luck.
By the way, I would like to change my answer from premium. The first thing I would buy. I know it was either the last show or the show before. I said premium of like Hulu.
Hulu. Yeah.
First thing is the YouTube without ads.
Oh, you go for that.
The ads were just really annoying me.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? That's more likely to be what I buy first. Then it'd probably be the premium of all. Like Hulu.
Wouldn't that be so cool to finally click on yes when that reminder comes? Would you like to try? Yes. Because usually I'm going skip trial.
The funny part about those things, though, I don't think anyone ever hits yes. I mean, maybe once I'm a 600 millionaire. But if you think about it, The times you hit yes, you're like laying in bed, it's like 11:30 at night. You're like, I'm not getting my credit card right now. No. Then you'll probably go and buy it the next day, but you never actually get to hit yes on those things.
That's a good point.
Unless, maybe it changes when you have $600 million. I don't know. Hopefully I can let you guys know how that feels tomorrow.
Has anyone hit yes on those things that say, do you want a free trial of YouTube Premium? Is that what it's called?
YouTube Red, I think.
Okay.
That's what it was. I don't know if it still is.
All right. Hey, if you think robots are harmless and we have nothing to fear, you might want to think again. Over in Russia, there was a chess-playing robot that broke the finger of a 7-year-old boy. Ouch. The robot was playing 3 simultaneous matches with 3 different opponents, including the 7-year-old boy. Well, the boy reached in to move a piece at the wrong time, and the robot grabbed his finger and broke it. No.
That's they couldn't like set a safety on that to not harm children,
I know. You'd think that's a thing.
right?
As training camps open in the NFL, Las Vegas bookmakers have locked down their latest odds for the upcoming season.
Let's hear it.
A company called BetMGM has Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen as the favorite for NFL MVP. He's at plus 700. Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are right behind at plus 800.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Bowl odds mirror the MVP odds, with the Bills at plus 600 and the Buccaneers at plus 750. So save this show. It's going to be the Bills and the Bucs in the World Series. Super Bowl.
You know who I didn't hear for MVP?
Oh,
Mac Jones.
who I heard had a great offseason.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Is it because I bought his jersey? Maybe. I don't know.
Probably was.
You never know.
Probably was.
But it could be.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really excited for this football season.
You know what I thought of this morning when I was putting on the Red Sox shirt? Number one, the team sucks. I think we're in last place.
We at least won last night. So
okay.
progress,
Yeah.
I guess.
Didn't we make baseball predictions on opening day?
Mm-hmm.
And I seem to remember saying that we would take them out after the All-Star break and compare.
Oh, yeah.
So
I think
we
you might
should
have said
probably
that.
do that for next week. Huh?
Okay.
All right.
Remind me. I'll check the files. I'll go to our archivist. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Archivist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that church too?
I mean that would involve like diving deep into YouTube, and I don't know if she has the technical abilities for that.
Ooh.
I don't think she would pass like the interview phase. I don't even think she would get an interview for that job.
Wow.
Maybe because like she has the in with the company, but that's the only reason.
And finally, this morning, a husband and wife in Oregon have invented baby shoes that melt away into water after the baby outgrows them. What do these things look like? Well, it's not bad. Those are little baby slippers,
Little
right?
baby Toms.
The shoes are called Woolly Bubs, and they are designed to actually last through 2 infants. So if you're going to have another baby, they should still be usable.
Just don't get them wet.
Yeah, once they're no longer useful to the family, the shoes can be dissolved. You need boiling water, though.
Oh, okay. So hopefully your kids aren't walking around in boiling water. Should be all right.
Right. So you put the shoes in boiling water, and they dissolve, and there's no need to throw them in a landfill where all the other shoes and clothing get tossed.
See, at first I was like, why don't you just donate them? But that makes a lot of sense. People probably donate way more baby shoes than can actually be used. So you're right. They probably end up in the landfill.
So
Interesting idea.
good for them.
They
New
always
product.
Sarah would always like once she had Liam, she came up with like all these invention ideas. Because at first you're like dissolving shoes, like where do you think of that?
Yeah,
But
right.
I guess not until you have a kid. You
Yep.
you realize all the things
All
that
the
would,
stuff.
would make it easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we do have the Stumpah coming up for you in just a moment. But first, it's time for a real-life version or a live version here of Don't Tell Me, Florida, as Matt's back from his trip down to Davie, Florida.
Davie, Florida, right outside Fort Lauderdale.
All right.
It was a good time. It was a really good time. But countless conversations with Justin and Bree. They're like, we hate it. We do not like it down here.
Really?
And I mean, you kind of think
So-
like all the Don't Tell Me Florida stories. You're like, all right, that's kind of an
That's
exaggeration, though, right?
Yeah.
No,
In
like the
what-
driving. I've talked to Justin countless times. He's like, the driving is horrendous down here. Like it's terrible. And you're like, I bet. Like, and you know, but like maybe they're like condensing a lot of stories.
Yep.
No, no. Literally, the first day I was there, we went to Target, and there was probably like 5 occurrences of like just terrible drivers.
Wow.
Like insane. Like one thing off the top of my head, we're pulling into Target, and you know how like when you're getting into a parking lot, there's the lane going in on the right side, and the lane coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typical entrance.
Right. Yeah.
There was somebody coming out, fine, but then somebody behind that person went into the entrance lane where we were supposed to turn to get out. So 2 cars were exiting at the same time. So we couldn't go. We had to wait for this person. They were in a rush, though. They were busy. They probably had somewhere important to be.
And it was probably well marked, right? That
yeah.
You're in the wrong lane.
I mean, it's like everywhere in America. You got the right lane going one way and on both ways.
You got the exit lane and the enter lane.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. That was the first thing. The second thing is just speeding. People, they just don't care about their own life, I'm convinced.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe they're going through something. They're just not really keen on how things end up. But they're driving like so fast. Everybody's speeding in Florida, but like, and you got people flying by you and you're like, I'm going 80. You must be going like 150.
And you're from Massachusetts, where everybody says we're crazy drivers, right? And we drive fast and aggressively.
And I'm sure everyone in Massachusetts can back me up here. We drive crazy, but like, we know what we're doing. And like we have like a conscious ability to like see things and think, okay, I'm not gonna cross 4 lanes of traffic to take an exit.
Right.
Not gonna do that.
A little common sense, maybe. Yeah.
Florida, they just don't care. They just, I swear, they don't care about anybody, and they don't care about themselves.
Wow.
Like someone literally crossed 4 lanes of traffic in front of us to take an exit.
If you're a new listener, by the way, welcome. But Justin is Matt's friend. They grew up together in Fairhaven. And Justin's girlfriend, Bree, is going to, is it optometry school? Mm-hmm. Okay. In Florida. So they have moved down to Florida for her schooling. But I guess they can't wait to come back north, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not for a long time, though. They got a couple more years down there.
And why did you go to Florida in July?
Strictly for a soccer game. Yeah, I would have chose a different time of year, but yeah, there was an Arsenal versus Chelsea preseason game in Orlando. So I actually
these are 2 teams from London.
Yeah,
right?
So I actually flew down to Florida to then drive 3 hours to go to the game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was quite the traffic. I'm so glad to be like just home for a little bit. Yeah, it was a crazy. Like you said, we drove. We drove three and a half hours to go to New Hampshire to go to Santa's Village. Yeah. Drove 3.5 hours back. The next day, flew to Florida. The next day
to drive.
2 days after that to drive 3 hours. To then the next day drive 3 hours back. To then have one day and then I flew back. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
Yep,
Don't ask me.
That's it.
Don't ask me.
That's it.
I'm not leaving my house for at least a month and a half.
It is time for the Stumpah. We haven't done this for a couple of weeks. And our Stumpah today, our question is, women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What are we talking about? What kind of job? Women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What is it? All right, give us your answers. We'll see how we do. You can type them in the chat. We'd love to hear what you have to say. While we wait for your answers, we have today's fascinating facts. When you tear off a sheet of aluminum foil and place it on a cooking sheet or a baking pan, which side do you have facing up?
I think the shiny side.
Is it, for you?
I think so.
Is it the shiny side or the dull side? Which one is better? Which one is a better non-stick side? Actually, it doesn't matter. That's according to Reynolds Wrap. They should know. They say both sides are exactly the same. It's just that one side is shinier than the other, and that is just the result of the manufacturing process. So it doesn't matter at all.
They can only shine one side. That's it.
I have sat there and debated.
Is that the purpose of? I've always wondered. So that's the purpose of foil, is the non-sticking? I thought it helped cooking for something like reflectiveness. Is that not it?
I don't know about
Dana, is that not it?
I think.
Should I stop with that rumor? I've been telling everybody.
I've
actually told nobody.
Used it for the non-stickiness, so things wouldn't stick to the pan.
Does anybody put the dull side up? That's kind of boring. Shiny side up always.
Yeah.
Show off the bling.
Team shiny side here.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Stumpah time. You want to read it again?
The question today is, women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What job is it?
First answer from Gary. He says nursing.
Nursing. No.
Incorrect. Not it. Good guess, though. Gail says doctor.
No, not a doctor. No.
Let's see. Mia says pharmacy.
Pharmacy. No, that's not it. No.
Dana says chef.
Chef. No.
Everyone's guessing their own thing here. Gary says homemaker.
Homemaker. No, that's true. Many more stay-at-home dads now.
Gail says politicians.
No, not politicians. Another good guess.
Well, the only thing I will say is it's the opposite of homemaker, though, because women hold down 61% of the job now, which was once 100% dominated by men.
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so opposite of homemaker.
The opposite of homemaker, right?
Politicians was a good guess, though. Dana says stay-at-home parent. No.
No.
Diane says chef as well. No.
No.
Dana says CEO of big companies.
Ooh.
That's a good guess.
No, that's not it.
Not it.
No.
Gail says electricians.
No, not electricians.
Gail says sanitation engineers.
No.
Gail says science. Gail's coming for this right now. She wants the dub.
She wants it.
Firing away these answers.
She's got to move up on the list there.
She says scientist and then rocket scientist.
No, that's not it.
Wrong for both. Diane says teaching.
No, not teaching.
Val says CEO as well. No. Gail says male person.
No, not male person.
Not it. Dana says plumber.
Not a plumber.
Not a plumber. A little slow on the guesses. People still sleeping today. What's going on here?
I have never met a female plumber. I'm not sure they
Now that you
exist.
mention it, I have not as well. Dana says principals.
Principals?
Oh, and Gail said principal of school.
Oh.
Both of you. Incorrect.
Good
Dana
guess,
and
though.
Gail just on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Not it. Should we give a hint? Should we give a hint right now?
We could.
All right, we could.
All right.
Real quick, Emily says police. That's not
Police? No, not police.
All right, let's give the hint.
Our first hint is it's in the service industry. Okay? It's something in the service industry.
Yes, there's your first hint.
Women hold down 61% of the jobs in the service industry here, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What job are we talking about?
By the way, Mia said, everyone in mass drives the same level of crazy, so it's predictable. For example, you always expect someone to bang a left, so you don't hit your gas hard if someone is making a left across from you.
Good point.
Good point.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, everyone's on the same wavelength. We're all lunatics in mass.
And
in
we
Florida,
accept
it's like
that.
everyone's a different level of lunatic.
Well, they're from all these different places.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Diane says, did you cross the state of Florida on what they call Alligator Alley? That I do not know. I was not driving. For the way to Orlando, I was passed out, asleep. They made me wake up at 6 a.m. I said, I don't do that.
I don't think you would have used Alligator Alley
I don't think so.
because that's an east-west road.
All I know is, shout out to Bree, she drove the whole way, but like literally it was just straight line for like 100-something miles and then like a different straight line for like 80 miles. It was really boring.
Don't you love it when the GPS updates and it says, continue on Route 4 for 640 miles? Hey!
Back to the Stumpah here.
Yes.
Women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What is it? Emily says CO.
CO.
Correct, like correctional officer?
Oh, no, not a CO.
Not it.
No.
Not it. Dana says firefighters.
Firefighters.
Nope.
No, not firefighters.
Val says college professor.
No.
Not it. Double buzzer for no reason. Gary says hostess. Not it.
Hostess. No.
Gail says paramedics.
No, not paramedics.
Would you say paramedics are in the service industry? Technically, I guess.
Technically.
Right. They're performing a service.
Right.
Saving your life. Some would say a very important service.
A very important
Yeah.
service. An excellent service.
Emily says recruiter.
No.
Not it. Gary says lieutenant. He also says sergeant. He's just going through all the ranks. Gary, I'll save you time. No, none of the ranks.
None of the ranks.
Dana says cop.
No, not a cop.
Dana thought he would get by me because someone said police officer. So he was going informal.
Oh,
He's like,
I
maybe
gotcha.
this is what they're looking
Maybe
for.
it's cop instead.
Not it. Not it. Gail says salesman.
No.
Not it. Val says police. No, you guys are all in the same ball. Like not the ballpark of the answer, but like each other. You guys are all in the same ballpark.
Right.
You guys are all guessing the same things. Are you all sitting together? Are you having breakfast together and we didn't get invited or something? If so, that's messed up. Val says, aren't all jobs a service of some sort?
Well,
Technically, Val.
but there are things that are called the service
they're
industry.
declared the service industry.
Yeah.
You see what she's doing right now? She's getting you to elaborate. That was her goal. Her goal was to get you to elaborate, so you'd be like, by the way, the answer is.
I'm going to do that.
But jobs like blank. All right, that's the service industry.
She's trying to trick me. She knows me too well.
Gail says 911 answer person.
No.
Very informal name. For,
Isn't that a dispatcher?
There it is. I couldn't think of it. But that's what they should go by. Is that like calling a paramedic an ambulance driver? Is that like the same wavelength? You think dispatchers are like, don't you dare call me the 911 answer person?
Don't call a paramedic an ambulance driver.
I don't know. I think I kind of like 911 answer person. Yeah. Val says, I'm at work. Feel free to bring me breakfast. I mean, I'm busy doing the show right now.
A little busy.
So
little
maybe next time. Maybe next time. Also, I haven't eaten yet. So if I haven't eaten, nobody's eating. Gail says carpet cleaner.
No.
Not it. Dana says construction foreman.
No, that's not it.
Val says hairdresser / barber. See, that's like a good service industry guess.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
it's
incorrect,
wrong. Yeah.
but that was a good one. Gail says I couldn't think of dispatcher. That's okay. Sometimes I forget what Trish does, and I'm like, she
fixes people.
Band-Aids and stuff like that, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Trish, I apologize. I love you.
My name's not Trish.
Yes, it is. That's all we have, so I think
All
we're
right.
coming back to it later on. We have more hints, don't worry.
Should I give one now?
No,
People think about it? No.
That's too easy. That's too easy.
Okay. Time for Would You Rather. We have 5 different questions where we ask you, would you rather A or B? So feel free to weigh in. We'd love to see your comments in the chats. And by the way, I noticed the other day, he knows I always look at numbers, So I was looking at how many people viewed the last show and all that. Mm-hmm. And we get, numbers like 57, 60, whatever. And I'm like, we only hear from like 8, So if you want to, drop in the comments down below, just drop a little info about where you listen from.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're
Roll call. My
call.
name's Matt, and I listen from Fairhaven because I'm here and I'm on the show.
It's good thing that
Your
you
turn.
listen. My name's Pete, and I listen from Fairhaven because I'm stuck with him.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Matt.
All right. Anyways, back to the show.
Okay.
What is that garbage?
Time for Would You Rather. Number 1, would you rather someone see all the photos in your phone or read all of your text messages?
See, that's a tough one. Mainly because, I don't really have anything crazy. Maybe one day I'll have bank account passwords and stuff. Once we win the lottery.
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to store that in my text messages.
No.
I don't know. I don't really have anything. Maybe photos, I guess, because maybe in text, I don't, off the top of my head, but maybe I have things like from other people that they may not want shared or something.
Right. You might have details about a surprise party.
Like when you text me and you're like, "Nah, I'm sobbing," and I was like, "Oh, Pete, it's okay, buddy." I don't want people to know that.
When was that, Tuesday?
Yeah, it's every day.
I think I would go with
It's okay to cry, Pete.
Thank you. Where was I? I think I would say pictures because I don't really take pictures of anything embarrassing,
If anything, it'll just be tedious for the person who's doing it because I have screenshots of my alarm clock going off. Does anybody else do that? I can't tell you. I have to go through my photos once a week and clear out the screenshots of my home screen because when I go to shut off my alarm, I hit both buttons all the time.
Is that how I'm doing it?
But I don't know when I'm doing it. So I'll literally just at the end of the week go and I have 47 pictures of my home screen. I'm like, What happened, man?
I've done
and I
that
look at
too.
the time and it's when my alarm was going off.
I've done that too. I'm like, why do I have pictures of my screen? Why?
Yeah.
But
I'd go photos.
okay.
Yeah.
Question number 2, would you rather never eat Christmas cookies ever again or never eat Halloween candy ever again?
This is tough for you.
No, actually, it's kind of easy. There is no way on God's green earth that I could give up the Hershey Kiss cookies at Christmas.
That's a good point.
I
just thought you were battling between two sweets.
Well, I'll give you this much. It is a battle. My Reese's peanut butter cups at Halloween, or I just love those Hershey Kiss cookies, and it's such a tradition.
Now, I'm going to actually expose this question for its technicalities. Couldn't you just eat non-Halloween candy and you'd be all right?
Oh.
Maybe we just take October off from candy. Doesn't mean you can't whip up a batch of Christmas cookies in October. And just
That's
celebrate
right.
early.
That's right.
I'm going to say never eat Halloween candy as well.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
go with that?
Yep.
You could actually go without ever eating candy corn again?
Candy corn's nasty. It's gross. I don't know who likes it.
Just a joke.
It's gross. It's just, isn't it? Didn't someone say it's fondant? Isn't that what it is? It's like
Fondant.
sugar.
Yeah, it's pretty much all just sugar.
I don't know. For some reason, it tastes funky, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do we have any comments? Anybody playing along here in the chat?
Danny says, Reese's peanut butter cups, never give up. See, that's what I'm saying, though. They need to clarify.
Yeah.
Because, like, technically, Christmas cookies, if you just made the Hershey Kiss cookies in February, you'd be all right.
True. This is true.
I don't know. I'm exposing the question. I'm still going to go
If you put the Hershey Kisses in a cookie, you're not really eating Halloween candy.
Gary says never eating Christmas cookies again.
Really?
Pete might fight with you.
I think we might have to. Might have to get busy here. Question number 3: would you rather spend every weekend indoors or spend every weekend outdoors? That's a tough one too.
Both of those sound terrible.
Yeah, I mean, spending every weekend indoors, that would just, I would feel all confined after a while.
Yeah.
But then again, a weekend outdoors in February or March.
True.
Unless you're like snowshoeing or something.
Or it's like pouring rain and you're standing out there like, would you rather told me I had to? You don't have a choice.
You're standing out there because the kid's soccer coach would not cancel.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this.
I think I'm going indoors.
You'd rather spend every weekend indoors? Well,
I mean, you made a good point, though. The winter, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And you got to spend, I mean, I feel like would you rather takes it to the extreme. You're camping on the weekend.
Yeah.
You're not going inside.
Right.
You're sleeping outside. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I don't want to camp in February. That's why I haven't, and I will not.
Based on that line of thinking, I would agree and say indoors.
I'm going to say indoors. Yeah. Plus, there's nothing that says you can't go outside during the week. I would just readjust my schedule.
Oh, right.
Go outside. I would spend a lot of time during the week outside, and the weekend, I'm chilling. I'm watching movies.
This guy is really...
I'm baking Christmas cookies because I said I wasn't going to give that up.
He's really getting into these questions.
That's how it originated. We played Would You Rather, or Would You Rather came up once, and I was like, don't play it with me because I'll take it to the extreme. You don't know how much I dissect these questions.
You did say that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I don't mess around.
All right, number 4. Would you rather always have an annoying song stuck in your head or always have that itch you can't reach?
That's easy.
What?
I don't mess with itches.
You don't mess with it?
No, I'll have the annoying song. Think of how annoying an itch would be that you can't itch. All the time.
Yeah, but
it's always there.
You can do like the bears do. You can go up against a door frame, like going up against a tree or something.
That's not how I interpret the question.
Oh, here we go. We're getting into it.
You
again.
always have the itch.
Okay. So you'd rather have that.
Even if you can't reach it and you do the bear thing, 2 seconds later it's back. You always have this itch.
What was that song you had stuck in your head yesterday? The Pirates of the Caribbean theme.
Did I?
It was either yesterday or the day before.
Was I singing the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, it was like every time you came downstairs and you would say, "Hey, Charlie," and then you would go, "That's
news to me. That is news to me.
You didn't know you were doing it?
Nope.
Wow.
I remember doing that in Florida. I don't know if Justin remembers that. I remember singing it at some point in Florida. Yeah. I don't know why. We were doing something. I think we were like walking to the soccer game or something. Huh. But I did not remember doing it the other day.
Anyway, so you'd rather
that happens to me quite frequently. Trish loves it because I did this while we were watching Pirates. I'll combine Pirates with, like, I don't know, I'll pick a different song, like a Christmas Carol. And I'll just go from one to, I'd probably be great at coming up with mashups. You know the people that create mashups? Yeah. I'd probably be great at it because I do it. That's how I live my life.
Okay.
I will go from singing Pirates of the Caribbean to the Muppets Christmas Carol, which in my opinion is the best Christmas Carol of all time.
Of all time, yeah.
But we'll get to that in Christmas season.
And never miss a beat, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'd agree. I mean, if it's an itch that I cannot reach, cannot scratch it on a door frame or anything, then yeah, I'd rather have the annoying song. And the final question, number 5. Would you rather have $1 million now or $5,000 a week for the rest of your life?
Give me a second.
You want to say? Oh, he's doing some math.
Well, I mean, this is how you answer this question logically. But the answer is also different for you and I.
Why is that?
Think about that. $5,000 a week for the rest of your life.
Oh, I don't.
I'm not trying to be morbid, but I mean, one of us is
true.
closer than the other. That's just the truth.
I mean,
but you never know.
True, you could be.
I could go for a vending machine tomorrow, go to shake it, and next thing you know, there goes Maddie B. All right, so $5,000 a week. We got 52 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, should I do this mental math? Nah, I'm beginning. Nah, who's got time? You ever get that show off that they're like Like, you got to calculate the tip. And
No,
they're
I
like,
don't need that.
Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, it's $7.75. And you've been sitting there with the answer on your calculator the whole time?
Now, you know who used to be able to do that? Nana. My mother was a bookkeeper for I don't know how many years. And you could just walk up to her and say, what's 624 times 3?
Yo.
What? What'd you find out?
Hold on. You can keep talking if you want. I'm still doing my math.
So you could walk up to, and the kids did it. You know, they would walk up to Nana and say, what's 624 plus 212?
What would you say is the average lifespan? I think for men, it's like 78.
Yeah, I think you're
Something
right.
sad like that.
Think,
for women, it's like 85.
so maybe 80.
All right, we'll say 80. Yeah,
80?
Yeah, we'll say 80. I'm
Okay.
23. We'll say I got
Okay.
57 years left.
Sure.
You think so? Oh, I don't even need to do that math. I already got my answer.
I'm 61, so.
In 1 year, you get
19.
$260,000.
In 1 year, what?
In 1 year of the $5,000 a week, you get $260,000.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you can do the math in your head. But
All right, so you'd rather have.
I'm taking the $5,000 a week.
Yeah. I think that would be.
Mia puts an interesting point here, though.
What's that?
But, Matt, don't forget you can invest the $1 million.
Hmm.
I mean, are we trying to do this math, though, right now? You want to do the math? Because, I mean,
This early in the morning?
I guess we can. If you invest the $1 million and just say you're doing it like you're diversifying it across the whole stock market.
Right.
Although the stock market's crap right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll say like an 8% return. I don't know. I still feel like the $5,000 a week is better.
I saw a TikTok the other day that said the real money is in life insurance.
See, I can't calculate that. I don't have my accounting calculator to calculate the future value of this. Sorry, guys. No more math. I'm picking the $5,000.
You picked the fun. I think so too, because I think if I was given $1 million, I'd be tempted to blow it. I don't know if I'd invest it wisely, Mia.
Also, the thing
So-
about the investing it though, you don't get any money to spend now. I mean, that's assuming you put the $1 million in and you let it sit for a while.
Yeah.
$5,000 a week. I can invest some, but I can also keep some.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going $5,000. I think everyone's in agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you have it. This week's Would You Rather questions. Let's go back to the Stumpah here before we get into our trip to Santa's Village and other stuff here. Women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What is it? Our hints this morning, it is in the service industry. And our second hint is the hours are typically at night.
I'm excited about this. I think, was it last Stumpah? Like Abby got a quick.
Yes.
And I was really bummed by that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad you guys are struggling a little bit.
All right.
Let's see. Dana did have a guess from before. He said wait staff.
Wait staff.
Which is incorrect.
No, not the wait staff. No.
But let's get some more answers in here.
So it's in the service industry, and the hours are typically at night for this job. 61% of women hold down 61% of the jobs now in this field, which was nearly 100% for decades. All right, so what is it?
Also, let me see. Diane says, every week I could put aside $3,000 as an investment and still have plenty of money left to have fun. Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
So you put away $3,000, you still have $2,000. Yeah, you're gonna have lots of fun with $2,000.
I thought that question was harder because I think I was thinking $5,000 a year for the rest of your life.
Oh, okay.
That's no question, though.
No,
The $5,000 a week is way better.
I would think so.
The only thing I can think is if you had like massive credit card debt, maybe you wanted like to pay it off real quick.
That could be.
I don't know anybody who would choose $1 million right now, except for maybe a baby. Well, you know the joke of like if you give a kid like, I'll give you 1 quarter, or I'll give you 10 pennies, and kids are like,
Oh, 10.
10 pennies.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's like when you first learn money.
Okay.
Those teachers, man, they try and trick you in the beginning. I swear. Teachers are deceiving. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to teachers.
All right. Do we have any guesses here?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to it.
Read the question again.
Women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. It is in the service industry, and the hours are typically at night.
Gail says delivery driver.
No, that's not it.
Incorrect. Gary says waitress. Incorrect.
Not a waitress, no.
Gail says security guard.
No.
No.
Not a security guard.
Gail says maintenance person.
Nope. Not a maintenance person.
Gary says janitor.
No.
We're all just coming up with new names for
Same
things.
thing, yeah.
Dana says semi truck driver.
No, not a semi-truck driver. No.
Gail says zookeeper.
Zookeeper. No, not a zookeeper.
Not it. Still no correct.
Still no answers here.
Gail says gardener. No. Incorrect. No. Incorrect. Guys, we've yet to have a stump, like an official Stumpah on a weekly show.
That's right. Well, we don't want to do that, right? We don't want to.
I mean, if nobody gets it, what else do we do?
I know.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Dana says bus driver.
No, not a bus driver.
Incorrect. Diane says donut maker. Time to make the donuts.
No, not a donut maker.
Nope. Emily says taxi driver.
No, not a taxi driver.
Emily says baker. No. Not it. Not it. I will say, we're going to move on. We'll come back to it. But I will say, some people are in the right ballpark.
True.
Some people are in the right ballpark of the service industry.
Right.
And we'll tell you who later.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.
So, Santa's Village. And for those of you that are not in the area, Santa's Village is a theme park that's been around since, I think I saw, 1954?
I think they're celebrating 75 years this year.
Okay, so do the math.
Or 70 years, one of the two. Long time.
So much math on this show.
I know.
So anyway, this is an amusement park that my mom took me and my brother to back in the 60s.
I actually didn't know that.
There's a picture, so I got to find the picture.
You do?
I don't know where it is.
That's crazy. Was the bunny there?
Yes.
The bunny was there.
They have this bunny, and there is a picture somewhere of my brother and I don't know if my mom's in the picture, but my brother and I on the bunny in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we took the kids to Santa's Village, we would every year have to take a picture on the bunny.
Of course.
So I think it was Trish who came up, or maybe Sarah.
I think it was Sarah. But Trish was supporting it.
Came up with the idea many months ago that we would take Liam to Santa's Village. Mm-hmm. So we did that a week ago. It seems like a month ago.
It really does.
Yeah. But we did that a week ago. And yes, we took a picture in front of the bunny.
The full squad.
There we are.
Has the bunny been the same? Obviously, just coats of paint been added.
Yep. They just, I don't think that building was behind it in the 60s.
Probably not. Yeah. That's the train station.
I think Trish is not in that picture, right? She took
the picture.
She took the picture.
Yep. Shout out to Liam for looking at the camera. Thanks, buddy. Ruined the shot. Pete's riding his whip, though.
Yes. I was in my Skoda. And I got to say, as much as I didn't want to have to ride a scooter, because I just don't want to admit that I have to do this now.
Fair enough.
It was a wise decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Trish bought the tickets for all of us to go and made all the arrangements, we went up on a Tuesday. We stayed at the Town and Country Inn in Gorham.
Yep.
Which your mom and I found on our honeymoon 41 years ago.
Aww.
So we stayed at this Town and Country Inn.
Did you honeymoon by going to Santa's Village?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
We did it. We went to Bar Harbor, Maine.
Oh, Bar Harbor.
Bar Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's beautiful up there. And then we just went to different places in New Hampshire. Went up Mount Washington, did all this kind of stuff. So, but anyway, we discovered that. So we went to this hotel Tuesday night and we stayed there. And then Wednesday morning, we did Santa's Village. And we were there pretty much the whole day.
Oh, yeah. Although you were angry because we were like 30 minutes past opening.
Well, it opened at 9:30 and we got there at like 20 of 10.
That wasn't anybody's fault, though. Breakfast took longer than anticipated.
Breakfast was slow.
There was a new chef. No dissed on the chef. The food was great. But it took a little bit longer.
So anyway, we did the whole day, and there's no way that I could have done that if I didn't have the scooter.
Dana says, Pete, you put in your time, enjoy the scooter.
That's a good way to look at it.
He also originally said Pete on the Zoom.
But
that's what we're calling it from this point forward. The Zoom.
They don't go that fast, man.
They can. They didn't let you.
Yeah. When they were showing me this button to go forward, this is reverse, the girl says, and this button adjusts the speed. No, we don't touch that button.
Santa says we don't touch that button.
That's it. Yeah. Santa says we don't touch it. So, but it was cool, and I was able to last the whole day. And
I'm so mad they took out the horn though.
Yes, but I saw a lady later in the day who, when she was backing up, hers had the beep 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 beep.
Maybe it's a newer model.
Yeah, I was on one of the older ones. But anyway. Would you say Liam had a good time?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He wrote all the. There was only, I think, 2 or 3 that he was not tall enough for.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he wrote everything and had a great time and fell asleep before they got out of the parking lot.
To be fair, I think I did as well.
That's a sign of a good day, isn't it?
Yeah.
When the child
Hey.
falls asleep before you get out of the parking lot. So anyway, good time at Sanders Village. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
we have one more clue for the Stumpah.
Okay.
Before we get to the secret sound game.
Yes. And Pete's playing along.
This week, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, here we go. Final, well, I don't know if it's a final clue. We'll see.
We'll see.
Women hold down 61% of the jobs in this field, which was nearly 100% male for decades. What is it? Now, our hints. It's in the service industry. Mm-hmm. We also told you the hours are typically at night. Mm-hmm. And our new clue is patience is a necessity. Patience is a necessity.
I think I went really vague on these clues.
Yeah, he came up with the clues this week.
Well, I think it's because last time I gave a clue and Abby got it instantly.
Yeah.
So I think I was like, you guys aren't getting anything.
We're going vague.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if you guys can get it.
Patience in this job is a necessity. The hours are typically at night, and it's in the service industry. Those are our clues. What do we have?
Right off the bat, Emily says, bartender.
Bartender is right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I was worried we weren't going to get a winner.
Women hold down 61% of the jobs of being a bartender now. This was nearly 100% male for decades. You ever think back to the old Western movies? There's always a guy back there.
Back in the saloon. Yeah, what can I get you? The towel over his shoulder.
We have a good friend who's
Always cleaning a glass. The glasses were never clean. He was always cleaning a glass.
We have a female friend who's a bartender. I'm trying to think. I must know others, but there's one that comes to mind.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. Yeah, we must know others.
Yeah. So Emily, congratulations.
Yeah.
She gets her name up there on the winners
And
board.
Abby gets one of hers out of here.
Oh,
Get out of here, Abby.
So Emily gets it before she flies off to Portugal on Monday.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, a good win for Emily. Mm-hmm. All right, it is time for the secret sound game, and as we said, I don't know what they are. He didn't tell me this time.
Yep.
So what are we? You're going to play the sound.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it twice. I played it a lot last time before the guesses. I'm going to play the sound twice. People can guess. If nobody gets it, you can guess.
Okay.
Okay. That's how we do. Just because I don't, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll let you guess first on one of them.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Because if I get it before everybody else, what fun?
It wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Here we go. The first sound. Everybody be quiet. I'll play it again. Everybody be quiet. What is it?
Wow.
I tried to make them a little bit harder. I'm curious to see if you guys guess it within 30 seconds again. Because last time was way too easy.
It
was no challenge.
It went quick last time.
So we'll see. I tried to pick some, hopefully, more vague sounds.
See, I already see some incorrect guesses. That makes me happy. That makes Matty Boy happy here.
Are we ready for guesses?
Yes, let's do it.
And by the way, I fixed the color. Remember, I had the buzzer in the wrong place.
Oh. Okay.
Fixed it. We're all good.
We're good.
Gary says dice.
Dice.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Not it. Oh, yeah, you can't say wrong. You have no idea.
I have no idea.
Gail says cards shuffling. Incorrect.
It did sound like that, yeah.
Dana says box of pencils dropping.
Ooh.
Incorrect. Emily says a window shade. I'm going to take it.
That was my guess.
Emily's on fire.
I was going to say putting up the shades on the window.
Curtains.
Oh, it was curtains?
Curtains was the correct answer.
Oh, okay.
But I'll take window shade.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a different thing, but I'll take it.
All right.
Yeah. That's my lack of home knowledge, I guess.
Glad I was in the right ballpark.
Yeah, curtains.
All right.
That's what they are. Opening the shades.
Gotcha.
Here we go. That's what it was.
Nice.
So, yeah, curtains. All right, second sound. Here we go.
All right.
Dana's going to work. Be safe, Dana.
Be safe.
Second one.
What the hell?
I'll play it one more time.
Yeah.
We'll see. To me, this one might actually be easier than the first one.
Really?
I don't know. It might be, though.
I might have to ask you to play that again. I don't know.
Emily, is on fire. A pen
What?
click.
Oh, it was a pen click? I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
Emily's having a day.
I'll play it again. Pen click.
Yeah.
Pen click.
She got that right. Thank you.
Is Emily going to go for the clean sweep?
We'll find out.
Should we let Pete get a guess in? I think we should.
I'll go first this time?
Yeah, you'll go first. I'm only saying that because I don't know if he's going to get it. All right, here we go. You get one guess before everybody else.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Everybody be quiet. Last sound. Third sound. It's like a 30-second clip. I'm being brief. Peter, your guess.
Raking leaves.
Yes! Sorry, Emily, you couldn't go for the clean sweep. I had lower expectations for Pete.
Oh, wow. Thank you, I think.
But yeah, raking leaves.
When you first played it, I had no way. I was like, dusting? No.
Raking leaves is like the most unsatisfying thing to me. I'm not a fan of raking leaves, only because, number one, I don't like the feeling of the rake over the grass. I know it doesn't pull out the grass, but to me, it feels like it should, so I don't like that.
All right.
And second, it's not like sweeping a floor because you don't get it all. You never get it all.
Never do.
There's always like little twigs and stuff you can't get. So you're just like doing your best.
Don't you think the leaf blower is one of the greatest inventions?
Yeah, I still use a rake this year. Maybe I'll try the leaf blower. Yeah, because we do have one. I use that for cutting the grass, like after you cut the grass. Not to cut the grass. That wouldn't work.
No.
Logically, that doesn't cut the grass.
I don't think so, no.
Gary said Emily did say that out loud, raking leaves. So I'm giving Emily the clean sweep of the day.
Of the day.
Do we have any? I don't even think we have any more games. So
I don't think so.
She wins. Maybe she'll win the top 5 somehow. I'm not sure. But shout out Emily.
Maybe we should get to the top 5.
Let's do it.
All right. And I mentioned at the beginning of the show, to give you a chance to start thinking about this week we're looking at the top 5 Tom Hanks movies. And the way this came out is that Trish and I actually watched the Tom Hanks movie the other day. So we were thinking, boy, this guy's been in so many films. So we decided to come up with the top 5.
This was tough.
Because he's had so many.
But it's also tough to rank them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we've said before, any of these could be changed. They could be moved up or down a couple. My number 5, and maybe it's number 5 because it's the movie we just watched.
Probably.
So it's top of mind. But he did such a great job in the role of Fred Rogers in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. That's my number 5.
All right. I saw that a little while ago. I saw it at Sarah's.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. I wasn't like a huge Mr. Rogers guy in the beginning. I think that was more Sarah's time.
True.
So I think maybe that's why it didn't make my list, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I think that's why.
That's cool.
My number 5, which
Yep.
I actually forgot about, but it's a great movie, Captain Phillips.
Oh, right. Where the ship is hijacked, right?
So good. Such a good movie.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my number 5.
My number 4, and again, people might have this much higher, but I'm just trying to rank these. My number 4 is Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm. And full disclosure, it didn't make my list because I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's on my list of things to see.
Things to see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
My number 4 is, I watched this recently by myself because you guys were like, oh, we already saw it. No, we're not watching it. We already saw it. Castaway.
I would have watched it with you, but...
I didn't need you.
Okay.
I enjoyed it by myself.
All right.
But one thing I will say, the ending, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Castaway, but the movie's been out for like, I don't even know, 20 years?
Probably.
So that's your problem.
Yep.
I mean, it was my problem until recently. But the ending is like so indifferent because like he makes it back. He's reunited with the love of his life.
Yeah.
But then they aren't together in the end.
But
you're not mad at her because she had to move on. She thought he was dead.
Right.
And like, there's nothing he can do about it. She's got she's got a husband now.
I see your point.
It's a tough ending.
It's kind of weird.
You're like,
there's
he's alive, but he now has to watch the love of his life live with somebody else.
It's not the closure you expected.
I mean, it makes sense though. It's a logical ending.
Yeah.
It makes you feel indifferent. You're like, great movie, but but it is number 4 on the list. I don't know how anybody. Let me know your opinion on Castaway.
At number 3, I have A League of Their Own. He was so funny as the manager in that.
Number 3, I have, and originally I was going to rank them like as different spots, but then it would have taken up 3 of the 5 places on my top 5.
Okay.
I'm just bracketing as the Toy Story series
Okay.
because they're all phenomenal.
Yeah.
If I'm picking the best one, I think Toy Story 2 is the best one, but they're all phenomenal. So that's my number 3,
I have Toy Story number 2, and
which is fair.
I mean, it's Tom's not in the movie; his voice is. So I'm like,
But that's, I mean,
is
if
that
you,
different?
if you think of just think of Woody as a character though, like how much expression Tom Hanks can show in his voice is crazy.
So Tom Hanks makes Woody.
100%.
Okay.
If they did what they did to Buzz with Woody,
yeah.
the entire country would riot. About not how they didn't get Tim Allen.
Tim Allen to play.
If they did that with Woody,
yeah,
no,
good point.
not going to be okay. If you're making a Woody movie, it's got to be Tom Hanks.
And what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump. Okay.
Back to Toy Story one more time though. I think also the cultural impact, because that was the first Pixar movie, so that like moved the whole world into this new animation phase.
That's true.
Which was pretty mind blowing.
That's true.
But yeah, my number 2 is Forrest Gump. Phenomenal movie, but as I said before, is it Ginny or Jenny?
Jenny.
Jenny's kind of messed up. I don't really agree. She didn't get with Forrest until she was dying.
Forrest Gump is not in my top 5, and I think great movie. I'm not going to say it's not.
I was surprised.
Yeah, but I just think maybe through the memes,
Okay.
there's been so much Forrest Gump out in the universe that I'm like, yeah, okay.
Doesn't that tell you that there's so much out in the universe because it's so good?
Yeah, I can see your point. Yeah. My number 1, Apollo 13.
Me as well.
Yeah. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think it's a great movie.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if people would agree that that's number 1, but I just love it so much. It's so good.
My honorable mentions were Castaway, Forrest Gump, and also Sully.
Yes, I had that as number 6.
Number 6.
If I was playing against the rules like Gary does all the time, I would have put that at number 6. That was a great movie. I kind of want to watch it again.
Did we get any comments?
Emily did say, does Toy Story count? 100%. I think so.
Has to.
I mean, voicing a character is like, obviously you don't have the facial expressions and stuff. Well, that's not necessarily true, because a lot of times they record the voice actor and they sometimes make the animation based on how the voice actor reacts.
They did that with Polar Express.
Yeah.
He had a lot of computer things on it.
Oh, another great Tom Hanks movie.
Yes.
You know what? Let me make a new list. Well, Polar Express is so impressive because Tom Hanks voiced like every character in that.
True.
He voiced obviously the conductor, but he also voiced the hobo.
He was the hobo.
Santa. I'm pretty sure he was Santa Claus.
Was he really? Yeah.
I think. Is that true? Somebody fact check me.
Okay.
And see who else he voiced. I feel like he probably voiced like the boy as well. No, that's not true. But it's so good. It's so good. Justin says Interstellar. Tom Hanks wasn't in Interstellar. Justin, what are you doing? Go back to bed.
Was he really?
Was he? No. Was he?
I Googled Tom Hanks movies yesterday.
And I didn't see
because I wanted to make sure I
don't think he was in Interstellar. Is that true? He retracted it. I bet it's not true. Had me worried for a second, Justin. I was about to rethink. Justin said no, he wasn't.
Okay.
Justin didn't play by the rules. That's okay. He joined late. We'll let it slide. Gail says Green Mile, Forrest Gump, The Terminal, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, Da Vinci Code. See, that's what's so impressive about Tom Hanks, though, is like how many movies Gail had that we didn't have because he's been in so many freaking movies.
He's been in Finch, Greyhound, News World, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, The Post, Sully, Bridge of Spies, Inferno, The Circle, Captain Phillips, Saving Mr. Banks. We forgot that one. Mm-hmm. Cloud Atlas, which I've never heard of. Angels and Demons.
That's the Da Vinci Code sequel, I believe.
Mm-hmm. A Hologram for the King, which I don't think I've seen. The Terminal, which was another. He played a character stuck in a terminal.
Gail had that.
Good morning.
Charlie's a big Terminal fan.
Yeah. Charlie Wilson's War, which I did see.
There's so many I haven't seen.
Catch Me If You... Road to Perdition is excellent.
I haven't seen it.
I stumbled across that movie once.
Moral of the story, Tom Hanks has been in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So, Shout out.
Let us know your top 5.
Do you have anything else to say?
No.
You paused for a second.
I know I did.
I think Pete was done.
I got
Pete
lost.
signed off. He's out.
Good night.
He reached his maximum time.
Time for Feel Good Friday. This is where we focus on some good news stories that we collect during the week. And, of course, you can always let us know either through email, on our socials, or the voicemail. We'll have all that info at the end of the show. But our stories this week, recently a woman named Jennifer Simpson posted on Twitter that she was going to sell some J.J. Watt shoes she had and a J.J. Watt Houston Texans football jersey in hopes of raising money for her grandpa's funeral. Well, the actual J.J. Watt saw this message, and he responded by urging Jennifer not to sell the shoes and jersey, and he went further by offering to help with the funeral, adding, "I'm sorry for your loss." The news, of course, was a huge boost to Jennifer, who responded on Twitter saying, "I freaking love you, man. It's been a hard month, has been hard since the death. I wish I could tell you my story." This is not the first time J.J. Watt has reached out to people. J.J. led fundraising efforts in the wake of Hurricane Harvey, which ended up raising over $37 million.
That's crazy. Shout out JJ.
I remember that. I think his goal was to reach like $1 million or something, and it just went crazy. 25-year-old Nick Bostic just happened to be driving past a house in Lafayette, Indiana after midnight last week when he realized the house was on fire. Nick got out of his car, entered the home, and rescued 5 children inside, including a baby. That's pretty cool. I mean, what would you have done? Maybe called the fire department? He rushed in to get people. When police and firefighters arrived, Nick, who was backlit by flames, picture that, it's like a Hollywood movie. He walked toward the first responders with a 6-year-old girl in his arms. It was a heroic act, especially considering after getting 4 people out of the building, he went back in to get the girl. Nick did suffer from smoke inhalation and a cut to his arm, but is recovering and doing fine. In a couple of weeks, he'll be honored by the mayor, the fire department, and the police department at a special baseball game, which will allow the people of Lafayette to show their appreciation for his brave actions. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Some good news on Feel Good Friday. Time for Brady's Bizarre But True, and our story this morning is about a pig farmer in Belgium who has figured out which styles of music his pigs like best. And now scientists are actually conducting a study to determine whether or not he may be onto something. His name is Pete Peismans. He says he first noticed his pigs responding to music when his son began singing a song while working near the pigs.
And they started breakdancing.
The pigs immediately perked up and they got excited. So that gave him the idea to try different styles of music to see how it affected them. What he concluded is that dance music seemingly gets the bacon shaken. No, I didn't write that. I'm sorry. At the end of the day, it's lullabies that help them relax and catch some Z's. He does add that rock music is too strong. They don't like classic rock.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Takes a certain pig to like that.
Just not into the Stones, I guess.
That's okay.
All
That's
right.
okay.
So, wonder if it makes the bacon taste different.
Maybe we need to see what Charlie's into music-wise.
That's true. That would be good to experiment.
Maybe he'll start bobbing his head or something.
Could be. Could be. Never know.
Get the goatee shaking.
Time for today's random question. And our question this week is, what you had for dinner last night is the only meal you can have for the rest of your life. So what will you be eating forever?
I wish it was burritos.
That's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Last night was cheeseburgers and French fries.
Which isn't terrible. Whatever food it is, I think even burritos, to be honest. That sucks. Eating the same thing for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I said I could eat burritos for a year, which
You've said that.
I still kind of stand by it.
You could every night?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to test, but that's really expensive to test. Unless we're making the burritos,
True.
but if I'm eating them for a year, they're going to be good burritos.
I'm just thinking myself, after like the third day,
Mm-hmm. I know.
I need something else.
See, at least with burritos, you got like a lot in there. You got like chicken, vegetables, rice.
True.
You know,
And you can mix it up.
you can mix it up.
You could have beef. You could have.
That's why I think I could maybe do it. But like burgers, it's a burger, French
Yeah.
fries.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like very greasy. I don't know if I could do that every meal for the rest of my life. That's crazy. But it would be burgers.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about anybody have anything interesting last night that you would end up eating?
Justin says honey chicken and mac and cheese.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's
not bad. Of meals for the rest of our lives go, that's pretty good. Gail says fried green tomatoes, cantaloupe, and ice cream. I like how she tacked on the ice cream. I don't know if that counts. That's like dessert there, but she tacked it on. Pete's like, I would like to change my answer. It was cheeseburgers and nutty bars. That's what I'll be eating for the rest of my life.
By the way, Trish and I did try a new ice cream place while you were down in Florida.
Did you?
And the thing happened to me that happens a lot to kids.
Trish told me.
Oh,
She told me.
You
were devastated.
I got a cone of death by chocolate. Now, come on. If that's on the list of flavors, I got to go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was, chocolate ice cream with brownies in it. It was just fantastic.
Right up your alley, man.
So we're down. It's called the West Island Creamery, and it's on this island, West Island, Fairhaven. And we went there, went up to the window. We had Charlie. Charlie got a pup sundae.
Nice.
Which was a little vanilla ice cream, a little bit of whipped cream, and a milk bone.
Ooh.
He loved it. And
who wouldn't?
Trish got a mocha something, but she got hers in a cup.
He pays more attention to that dog than his wife. You know exactly what Charlie got. You have no idea what Trish got.
Sorry.
Mocha something.
Yeah. So she got hers in a cup. I got mine in a cone. So where do you think I'm going with this story? They had a picnic table across the street, so we walked across the street, and I'm licking my ice cream cone, and it went. I just had that moment of staring at it like, oh, that's not good.
Pete's in the middle of the street with his ice cream cone on the ground. There's a car coming. He's like, he's not moving. He's like, the car can take me.
I was near the picnic table. I was standing on brown grass.
Oh, okay. Even better. Yeah.
Yeah. So
did you just pick it up, slap it back on?
I was tempted to. I was sitting there thinking.
Trish is probably like slapping his hand, like, what are you doing?
I'm thinking, does the 5-second rule apply here?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah. So
not on that one.
So I went back to the window and I told the woman, I said, my ice cream fell out of the cone.
He was crying. She was like, why are you crying, sweetheart?
I said, I don't even have a kid to blame for this. Because, it happens all the time. The kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She gave me a cup at no cost.
That's so sweet.
So nice.
Thank you to the lady.
So shout out to West Island Creamery.
Yeah. Oh, Peter. Why'd you get a cone? You never get cones. That was the first red flag.
I was in a cone mood. It was like 90 degrees that day, and sun was shining.
Even more reason to get a cup.
Right.
90 degrees is gonna melt. Melting and cones don't really go together, buddy.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Hey, and finally this morning, I couldn't go the week without mentioning this. During an interview this week, Tom Brady said the hardest thing about raising kids is being really wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's good we bring this up today with the
Preach, brother.
Megamillions jackpot being 1 billion.
Preach.
Tonight.
We've all been there, brother.
As he explained, and the story says, with a tear in his eye, he said, we have people that clean for us. We have people that make our food.
Oh.
We have people that drive us to the airport if we need that.
That's tough.
We get off a plane and there's people waiting there for us.
Oh.
And we get ushered away. That's my kid's reality, which is the hard part for me to say, guys, this is not the way reality really is.
But anyways, personal chef, we'll take a fried chicken tonight, please. It's like, kids, listen, this isn't how it goes, okay? Now get into the limo. Come on. Get in, kids.
Now, there's part of me that realizes he's right.
I agree with what he's saying.
How can you explain to your kids the rest of the world is not like this?
Yeah, I get
but we're going to do it anyway.
But you don't do that though. You don't go on a What was he on a podcast or something?
I think it was. Yeah.
You don't go on a podcast and cry about it, though, Tom. Come on. People are out here trying to find where their next meal is going to be. Okay? You can't go crying about how wealthy you are.
Mm-hmm.
Could you relate to Tom?
In that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
Just checking.
And I can't even put myself in the place of his kids. Trying to think, what is it like to grow up like that? It's like, I have no idea and never will.
No, and that's the thing. I get what he's saying, but I don't think he said it the right way. Come on, Tom.
If you could have that back. Huh?
How did it start? The toughest part of being a parent or something?
Tom Brady said the hardest thing about raising kids is being really wealthy.
That's what I'm sure. That's what all the parents are saying. The hardest part about raising kids is money.
Yeah,
having money,
having so much money. I don't know what to do with it.
Most people would argue the hardest part is how much it costs.
Yeah, true.
He's saying the hardest part is how much he has. That's tough.
And explaining to the kids, not everybody has this.
He's crying in his $80 polo that he's promoting for people to buy.
Is that what his stuff sells for?
It's expensive.
Crazy
I haven't
stuff?
looked because I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's expensive stuff. And he posted on, he's selling underwear, obviously.
Okay.
Why have a clothing brand if you're not selling underwear?
I guess.
He posted a picture of him in the underwear, and he said, "This is going to go over well in the locker room." And I'm like, well, I mean, you're posting a picture of yourself in underwear.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you're doing there, Tom.
Yeah.
Tommy boy.
That'll do it for today. Please stay with us for a quick post show where we can catch up on some chats and just hang out. Oh, and I never got to the story by sprained ankle. I'll do that in the post show.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I wish I had a great story for you, but I have a stupid story.
It's a bear fight.
Uh-huh. Anyway, if you must go, we leave you with a thought for the day. And our thought today is never put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. All right, stand by. The post show is coming up.
We back.
Yeah, right. I noticed Abby commented that she can totally relate to Tom Brady. It's difficult. I mean, how do you let the kids know? Not everybody has this much money. Preach. She also says the sisters are making me go to a Hanson concert tonight. Her sisters love Hanson.
I applaud the fandom because I feel like you guys see him like 7 times a year.
They do.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm a fan of some people, but I don't see him that much.
And how long ago was that? 20? I mean, I took Sarah and Doug to see Hanson at a concert probably in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Right? That when Mbop came out, the 90s.
I was going to say,
80s?
Mbop is the only Hanson song I know, I think.
Yeah.
Is there another hit?
Abby can probably list a few. But they did have more than one, I think. So
Probably.
anyway. Oh, so
Abby said Sydney and Becky are seeing Hanson tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be like the same show. I mean, again, I applaud the fandom.
I read there was a TikTok recently where somebody was it was a country star. Can't think of his name. But somebody asked, do you do the same shows every night? Mm-hmm. Is it the same set list every night? Mm-hmm. And
it can vary.
You say no?
It can vary.
Well, he said that a lot of times it is the same set list because the lights and the staging and the camera work, all of that is planned.
That's true.
But he said they do have the availability to switch out a song and throw something new in.
Sometimes if they see a sign of like somebody requesting a song, they can swap a song in.
Okay.
Now, there's normally a microphone it's normally near the drummer if you look, and that's the mic that talks to like the band and the crew, but nobody can hear it.
Oh,
so they'll like go back to that and like change a song or something.
Okay.
You get a person like Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney does it a lot. Like he's been with that band for so long, he can pull out a song from like a long time ago, and they'll all know how to play.
They know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they change it. Sometimes like the encore will change with like a different. They'll like move hits around slightly. Sometimes like Luke Bryan, I saw did that. You can look up the set list. There's like a website. People put the set list from every show.
Oh wow!
So like you can see how it changes.
I've
just
seen
changes slightly.
Billy Joel puts it on his Facebook page a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see his set list, but then with a Sharpie, somebody adds another song.
Yep.
So
Very cool. Very cool.
on the random question about whatever you had for dinner last night is what you're going to eat for the rest of your life. What is it? Gary said we had a horrible dinner last night, so that would suck. And then Emily said...
Who made it? What was the
Emily
name?
said, Gary, I was just going to say that. Not my fault, though. Oh, so I don't know who made it.
What happened?
But Emily wanted to point out she didn't cook it.
Well, I don't know. See, the way I interpret it is Emily cooked it, but like it wasn't her fault. Like something went wrong. Like something else. I don't know. What's the truth? Tell us the story.
Yeah.
Also, Charlie's scratching at the door. I want to let him in, but he's going to come in and expect a treat, and I don't have
We don't
one.
have any.
So I don't know what to do.
All right, so the sprained ankle story.
Yeah, let's hear it. I'm going to let Charles in.
Are you going to let him in?
Yeah.
Okay. Our next door neighbors went away for a couple of days, and as they do, like maybe once a year, they asked us if we would watch the dog. Because they go camping a lot, and they take the dog. But they evidently went to some place where they couldn't take the dog. So we agreed to that. Charlie's here. You're going to jump up. People can see your ears. There we go. So we agreed to watch the dog. And, of course, as you know, Trish works 2 24-hour shifts a week. She works Monday and Wednesday. She's gone for 24 hours each time. So Monday, Matt was still in Florida with Justin Bree. And Trish went to work. So it was my turn to take care. His name is Conway. So I don't know what kind of dog Conway is. I don't know if he's like a Springer Spaniel or something.
It's like a black lab, but really furry.
Yeah, he's floofy. So
He's so soft.
He's pretty much low maintenance. You know.
He's a great dog.
Oh yeah, you go over and he's happy to see you.
They have a fenced-in backyard. You just gotta open the door.
So the back door is a sliding glass door. Mm-hmm. I don't even think Marlo knows the story.
Oh, maybe she'll hear it here.
Yeah. So anyway, Monday morning, I go over there about 8:30, 8:45. And he's been in the house all night, so I think he's gonna go outside. Yeah, he's gotta pee. So I go over there and I go right to the back door and I unlock it and I open the sliding glass door, and he wouldn't go out. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's because it was humid or he didn't want to go out. So I go to walk outside to get him to follow me. And I stepped on the threshold. I guess it's called the threshold. Mm-hmm. It's the frame for the sliding glass door.
Yep.
You know, where it slides in the track. So my foot goes and I step on it. And as I step on it, my foot, it did not roll sideways, but it kind of rolled forward. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect it. And as it rolled forward, I heard click. And I thought, oh, shit. What have I done? Mm-hmm. So I went back and, it started to hurt a little bit. I went back and I filled his dish, his water bowl, food bowl. He barked. I went and let him back in. And by now, the foot's starting to hurt a little bit. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I did something on my foot. So I come back, and it was time to take Charlie for a walk because Charlie hadn't been out.
Yep.
So I take Charlie a little ways down the street, and the more I'm stepping on it, the more it's hurting. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, this isn't right, So we did a very short walk that day. Charlie peed but did not poop.
Uh-oh.
And I came back home, and I grabbed an ice pack, and I went and sat in my recliner, elevated it, and put the ice on my foot. And it helps to have an athletic trainer in the family. So
it really does. Yeah. It's very useful.
I called my daughter Kat, and I thought, she deals with football players and all kind of athletes with foot things. So I said, Hey, I did something to my foot. I told her what. She came over. She put me through the whole test, range of motion, all
course,
that stuff.
of
you know.
course.
Does it hurt here? Is here worse than here? So finally she said, you sprained it. Nothing's broken. So, you go, whew,
That's good.
thank goodness I didn't break anything, But then I get a sprained ankle. So
This wasn't your first rodeo with a sliding glass door. Why?
know.
What happened, buddy? Actually, this wasn't your first experience with any door. And like any door has a little lip. You never step on it. You step over it.
Step over it.
What happened?
I don't know. A little brain fart, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I'm here in the house. Me and Charlie. He's in Florida. So I said to Kat, Kat was like, "Do you need me to walk Charlie?" And I said, "Well, he really didn't get a good walk." So she took him for a walk, and he did his business.
Beta.
And around 5:00, I went next door to make sure Conway had dinner. But it was a pain to get down the porch and up their porch.
Did you bring your cane?
Yes.
Oh, thank
I had
God.
my cane, but I still had to put weight on the foot.
Yeah.
So I came back and
Hey, you. I let you in here and you're going to do that?
I came back and I called Kat and I said, can I give you $20 or can I buy you ice cream?
So ridiculous.
Could you come over and walk Charlie for last call and take Conway out? So she came all the way back.
Wait a second. So you went over there and then came back?
Well, I went over there at 5 to make sure he had supper.
Okay, I got you.
And I realized
I thought that was the last call.
Yeah, I realized I can't do this again. So Kat came back.
Pay her though. That's ridiculous.
Well, because she had to drive over here. And,
I drive to her house to take care of her dog.
what have I started?
I'm just saying.
So anyway, yesterday I did an interview for the cable show I do about education. It was about what happens in the summer schools in New Bedford. So, and I had postponed it a day because I wanted to give my foot time to rest. So I went and did the interview, and they were so nice. They had a desk chair for me on wheels, and they actually wheeled me around to the different classrooms.
Oh, Peter.
They were so nice. And one of the ladies asked me, she said, "So how did you sprain your ankle?" And I'm thinking, God, I wish I had a story like playing soccer with my grandchild.
Just fight with a bear.
Yeah, fight with a bear or something.
No big deal.
No, stepped on a threshold.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so.
So now are you going to be more aware of thresholds?
Oh, yeah, I ain't stepping on thresholds anymore.
Good.
Which I never should have in the first place.
No, nobody does. Has anybody ever done that when walking through a door? You step over.
I don't know why. I can't tell you why I did it. I just did.
It's all good. It's all
Okay.
good. Let's just make sure it never happens again. Let's see. Emily says he bought a teriyaki pork loin on sale. Neither of us love pork loin to start.
Okay.
Just wasn't great. But I did make mashed potatoes and gravy, and that was good. Hey, so you salvaged it. My advice for the future would be don't buy food that you don't like.
Yeah.
That's my first piece of advice.
I was making the menu for next week because we plan out the whole week. That way I just look at the fridge and say, what's for supper tonight? Okay. So I'm making out the menu.
There was no menu on the fridge this week, by the way.
And yes, there was.
I don't think
I can show it to you. So anyway, last night I said to Trish, I said, I need one more meal idea. What would you like to have Thursday? And I noticed that I did it again. I was serving a lot of chicken. Mm-hmm. So I said, I need something that's not chicken. And she says, how about fish? I love fish. And I immediately thought of this guy. And I said, well, that lets Matt out that night. So
Wait, was this when I was gone?
no, this is for next week.
Did you guys eat any meals while I was gone that I don't like? That's the whole point of me leaving.
Yeah, we should have done shepherd's pie, right?
Why? I thought you were. I thought you guys planned
No.
like a whole slate of meals that I don't like.
No, I don't think we did.
What's wrong with you? That was your opportunity.
It was.
Oh, my goodness.
So you're having leftovers Thursday. We're having fish.
Great. Did you at least plan? See, I actually don't mind. But all I ask, though, is that you plan like meals beforehand that give me good leftovers.
There should be.
Okay.
There should be.
Just checking.
Okay.
Just checking.
All right.
And last
What
thing,
else? Anything else?
Abby says biggest hits would probably be Mbop, Where's the Love, Weird. With You in Your Dream. The song's called Weird. With You in Your Dreams. That last one was played at Dad's funeral. With You in Your Dreams. Oh, wow. I remember that one. Is Where's the Love? No, that's the Black Eyed Peas, isn't it?
No, but I do
Where
remember.
is the love?
That is the
Where
Black
is
Eyed
the
Peas.
love?
But the
Where
Hanson
is the
song,
love? Where is the love?
there is a Hanson song called "Where's the Love." I can't sing it for you right now because I don't. Now I have
to
Black.
be fair, I think the Black Eyed Peas might have won that "Where's the Love" battle.
And I now
That's a jam.
I now have that in my head.
Charles,
Hey, what
let's
are you
pipe
doing?
down. This is exactly why you're not welcome in the studio anymore, man.
I tell you.
All right, I think that's
All right.
going to do it because Charles is just going to get louder.
I guess so.
Louder and louder and louder. So
Anyway,
Hey,
stop
guy.
it.
just give us like 30 seconds.
Thank you so much for being here. Feels like we've been away for a month, but anyways, nice. We'll talk to you again next week.
We'll be
All right?
live again, thankfully.
Yes,
Charlie! Yeah, scram, buddy.
go find something.
He just
All right.
left.
As we always say, no matter what, go out and make it a great day.
Peace.